Alright, hello everyone and welcome to today's quick guide, you could say beginner guide, for Within Graves. It's quite early, you could say, to do guides like this, but still I want to make sure that those who will be just starting, you know what is going on in the game. So before I get into this, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment. Everything will be much appreciated. And let's start with some tips that I got. The first tip that I think is the most important for me at least, and I advise anyone do it who plays some open world games such as Withering Waves or Genshin Impact. Open your map and try to unlock most of the teleportation points as possible. It will make the game so much simpler and easier to travel through the map, honestly. But with that being said, I accepted a quest and it was like I accepted it somewhere in the city, and the waypoint was all the way here, down here somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. And it wouldn't be so much fun for me to go all the way out there. So before all of that, I opened most of the waypoints. As you can see, I'm missing, I think, like one here and some up here. To the part that is not shown, I'll talk to you about that in a second. But yeah, I opened most of the waypoints just so I can travel around the map easier. I feel like it's much more comfortable and it's just better for you. So that's the first thing that I would advise you to do. And note that these things are like your statues of the seven. They uncover the map for you and you can heal your characters when you teleport to them. That's another really important thing. Now, this is a bit of story spoiler, so if you don't want to spoil the story, skip this part, like maybe 20 or 30-ish seconds. I just want to show that this part will get unlocked through the story. You have this map here, it's like cut out this way-ish that I'm showing with my mouse, and then it just uncovers you through the story. So don't worry about it, you'll be able to get there later through the story, as I said. So that's the teleportation around the map. Now, you have resin as in most of the gacha games, and it's not very useful, I would say, before Union level 20, which I hit, I think, the first day maybe, or the second. I'm Union level 25, and Union 20, level 20 is where you can ascend your characters to level 50, from 40 out of 40 to 40 out of 50. And for that you need some boss materials. And as in Genshin and Honkai Star Rail, you just need resin to collect these materials from the bosses. So let's say I want to build my Kalchara, I think we pronounce that. I need this specific drop from Thundering Memphis. That is located. You can click it and it will detect it for you. And if you detect, I see it here, and it takes 60 of the materials to be able to claim this. So it's a bit more than in Genshin and a way more than in Honkai, but I feel like the drops are more pleasant, you could say. I think I got like a 3-drop once, if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, just when you hit Union level 20, you'll need this to ascend your characters. But before that, you don't need any ascension materials or anything. You can just use your, I'll call it resin, to just beat bosses and get the XP from it so you can level up faster. On the note of leveling up faster, if you want to quote-unquote rush your level, I advise you defeat every single boss once, because for the first clearance of every boss, you get 500 extra XP without claiming the reward. And on the map you currently have 1, 2, 3, 3, cannot count, 4, 5, 6, I see 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I think, yeah. 9 or 10, I'm not quite sure. 9 to 10 bosses, let's say it like that. And for if you beat every single one of them for the first time, you get around 4.5 to 5k XP. So that's like 2 levels, you could say, or maybe even more. So that's just great. And again, I think this is a classic thing, don't need to mention this. Do your dailies if you want to play the game like into the future. Do your dailies, they give you a lot of XP. 600, 400, 400, 300 and 300. So 600 plus 800, that's 1400. So you get 2000 XP per day, so that's the level per day, you could say. Then if you're like me and you really want the levels, just do your milestones here. Some of them can be a bit tougher, but progressively you'll get them done. Some of them are just reach level 50 with 1 character, 3 characters, level up your echoes and things like that, defeat some things. It's like Genshin Travel Guide, and I'm not sure how it's called in Honkai Star Rail, but yeah, it gives you some nice rewards. Now, in this game you don't have relics, you have echoes. Echoes are like your relics. You equip them on a character, they give your character stats, and the main echo that you equip gives your character a special ability. Like this one that I have, it blocks the enemy damage and then deals damage to them. So that's lovely. You can equip up to 5 echoes on a character, but they have to be a certain cost. As you see the costs here, this one is cost 3, 3, 3, and 1, 1. I cannot exceed the cost 12, but this is because I have a higher data bank level. I'll talk about that in a second. That's connected to the echoes. At the beginning, I think you have cost 10 maximum, so you have to lower the cost of your echoes a bit. And how do you get echoes? By just killing the monsters. I'm pretty sure for every first clearance of a boss, you get their echo 100%. Don't forget to absorb it. It can be valuable for you. And yeah, so you just absorb the echoes, and if it's a new echo or new rarity of the echo, you get XP into the data bank. Data bank is like your Pokédex, you could say. I know it's a bit of a probably incorrect term to use on it, but yeah, the higher the level you are with your data bank, the better base drop rates you get, and you can get better rarities. In level 5, yeah, you can start getting drop rarity 3, which is like rare. Before that, you only can get uncommons, which is the basic rarity. And all the way at level 8, I think, yeah, you get a chance to get the 4 stars, the epics, and then all the way at level 15, you finally get the chance to get the legendary ones. So that's about it. And if you're struggling, or not struggling, if you're, let's say, this far or even farther in the data bank and you don't know where to get more XP, you just go to this second tab, and I can see that some of the echoes that I found are not the highest rarity that I can obtain, the purple one. So I can track these echoes that I have blue or worse and try to farm the epic versions of them so I get some of the additional XP, so I can level up all the way to 15 and then upgrade all of the echoes, or catch all of the echoes on the legendary rarity, you could say. So that's that. And you can level up your echoes. If you look here, I think this is the best I can show. Thundering Memphis, main stat crit rate, I upgraded it to level 10. You upgrade it with these materials that you collect from chests or missions, and if you reach certain levels, let's see, you see here, upgrade to 15 plus to tune. I'll quickly do that just to show you what it does. I upgrade to 15. It increases the stats, and I can unlock another substat here, which you do here. You use these dices that you collect through playing the game. I tune it, and it gives it an additional substat. But I'm pretty sure these cannot increase. These are just as you get them. And yeah, I think that's all about echoes, I hope. And most of them have different abilities, of course. And they have Sonata effect, which is like relic sets. If you have 5 of the electric ones by this element, you can see them. It increases the electro damage, and upon using heavy attack or resonance skill, electro damage increases. So that's all about echoes. Now, another thing, I advise playing with sound. Honestly, the sound in this game, the sound cues are phenomenal. You see this circle down here. When you fill this up, you can switch to a character and they'll perform a powerful attack, you could say, or I'm not sure, I don't want to use the real term, but you switch to them and they destroy the shield of the enemy better than you normally do. Let me show you in a fight quickly. Alright, so as you can see, when I'm dealing damage, I'm breaking the shield of it. You can see it right here, the white part. It's not a shield exactly, but you could call it a shield, I would say. And when the circle that I set at the health bar reaches the maximum, you heard the sound and you see this effect around your other character. If I switch to that character, you see how it broke the shield way, like, faster, you could say. And that happens every time you get the circle full. You get it faster by dodging attacks and counter attacking. And yeah, just fighting, as you can see. And I'm trying to escape this somehow. Use those sound cues, they're really helpful. And yeah, I think that's about that. Let me finish this fight and then we'll continue. Alright, as you can see, after the fight I can absorb this boss and gain its echo. I got a blue rarity, which I already have, I'm pretty sure. I might even have the purple one. That doesn't matter. So that's the boss fights and the shield. And the shield can appear even on standard enemies as well. Alright, so that's about that. Now let's talk about the banners and the characters. When you first start playing, you get a special banner, the novice banner you could call it, that you get in Honkai as well. You spend 40 standard pulls, and that accumulates to 50, and you have a guaranteed 5-star in those 50 pulls. I'm pretty sure this is not in Honkai, but it happened here to me. I got my legendary in my first 16 pulls, and then the banner immediately disappeared. And I thought I could continue with the 30 pulls, but I couldn't. So that's something. And after that, there's another new player banner that's called, it has a tag choice, and you can choose from the 5 standard characters to which one you want to wish for. You need 80 pulls there, and I'm pretty sure they're guaranteed. So yeah, you can choose out of Yang Xin, I'm pretty sure you call it, Ling Yang, Encore, the guy that I showed you, where is he? This one, Kalcharo, I chose him. And then you have a 5th one that I'm not sure how she's called. Let me find it out. She is called Verena. There you have it. She's a support, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, you can choose from those 5 characters and you get them guaranteed in 80 pulls. Or you can get them sooner and then the banner disappears again. Then you have your rate up characters as always. Currently there's Jian, he's a general, I'm pretty sure, and his weapon. And you have the weapon guaranteed, you don't need to win your 50-50 or anything, but on the character banners you still need to win your 50-50s. I have lost my 50-50 to Encore, this girl right here, but I'm quite happy about it because now I can get a guaranteed some other character that I want. Or I might try for him, I'm really not sure yet. But we're getting some generous rewards currently because of the issues that we're having with Withering Waves. The devs are really working on the game, which I really like. And yeah, just from the mail, if you look, I claimed these 20 today. Yesterday we got another 20, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, one for thank you gift and one for compensation. And even before that, there was a mail that I already clicked through. This is what you get for reaching like Union level 2 or something. I'm pretty sure you get it really early. A free weapon, some primal gems you could call them, and 20 pulls. So yeah, they're really generous with this. But I think that's the basic tips. And just, I should mention this before, be careful with the XP, you don't have much of it. I have currently 5 characters to level 40 or above. And then all of my other characters, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm pretty sure, if I can count, are level 5 and below. I think it's pretty hard to push the levels after some time. If you look, I currently have only the epic materials and some blue and green ones. You can farm them with this place right here. Where is it? These swords. You can farm them here. But that also costs resin, so you need a lot of resin to progress. But the game is just 2 days from release, so I have to understand that it will take some time. And last thing that I just remembered, if you go to F2, I'm pretty sure, yeah, here, and you click this icon right here, the second to last one, you can skill train your characters. If you don't know what they're doing, you can proceed here. You get some of their essential materials, like these flowers, and you can actually test them out. I'll play a time-lapse of that after I'm done talking. And again, a thing that just remembered, pick up every flower that you see on the way, like while you're traveling. Because yesterday I wanted to ascend this girl right here, Shisha, I think. I'm not really sure about the names, and I couldn't find these flowers for God's help. It took me like at least a half an hour because I didn't look at anything like the maps or anything. I just tried to find it, but I did. So that's about that. And then again, you have your weekly bosses, such as this turtle, and then you have two story ones. This one I won't say who it is, but it's a weekly boss, so I'm not saying it because I don't want it to spoil it for you. But you get some of their materials again that you use probably to use the skills, upgrade the skills later on. But I feel like that's a bit far for me, so I don't really care which ones I'm doing currently. I just try to do, there's 3 of them currently, and I do every single one of them once a week. So I have some of the materials from each and every one of them. But yeah, I think that's about it now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. That's all the beginner guides or tips I can tell you, and yeah, this will be it for me. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment. And if you consider a tip which 5-star you should choose, I say choose which one you just like the most. It really doesn't matter. So far I think the game is beatable with every character. Just choose the one that you like the most. That's the easiest answer that I can give you. But yeah, now I'll play the clip from the skill training and then the video will end. So yeah, thank you for watching and goodbye.